What's going on YouTube? This is John from the Unhinged Zombie Hunter Clan, bringing you an up-to-date version of my Resignation of Darkness. Yes, I spent a couple of days, I spent a couple of minutes updating this deck with whole loads of extra features and a whole load of new extra cards. So without further ado, I will crack straight into the deck. So starting us off, you already know it, 2 Darkest Diablos, Lord of the Lair. Boss monster of the deck, cannot be beaten easily. Can't even be kaiju. That's a good thing about this card. Or tributed. Then after that, as I said in my previous video, triple Aram, the Wicked Warden, searches you out your Lair of Darkness, and special effect, discard tribute one card from your hand, draw 1 card, or add 1 monster with 2,000 defense points. And for the last of the Lair of Darkness cards, the lovely Lilith Lady. Hang on a minute if I do this. The lovely Lilith Lady of Lament. Tribute a monster, search out your normal traps. Get into those as well. Then going back into the Resonators, I still run 2 Dark Resonators, 1 Flare Resonator, and oh god, I'm going to have to do this in a different manner. So sorry folks if this takes it away from the synergy. And 3 Red Resonators. As always, Red Resonator, extra summon, either Lilith or Aram. Instant upgrades. Double Synchron Resonator. And then for the last of the parts with the Resonators, I am running 3 copies of Red Wag. Yeah, I've already found out that Red Wag, if you normal summon a Resonator like Red Resonator, and you get just half his attack points to 400, special summon him. And Red Resonator still gives you another summon for either Lilith or Aram. And for the last of the monster lineup, I run 1 of Dusk Shield I'm just going to say the Dark Shield. That's all I'm going to call it because I can't pronounce its name and I will not butcher it. Also, my warning does stay on my channel, so please remember, do not copy any of the swear words that come out of this out of my languages. And for the last of the monster lineup, I do run now 1 copy of Chaos the Mega Monarch. Yep, you heard that. Chaos the Mega Monarch. He will seriously mess your opponent up because if he's tribute summoned by using one of your opponent's monsters that was a dark, your opponent has to get rid of literally every card that was used to summon it. So yeah, a quickest way to thin your opponent's deck. Also, this is still a beginner or an advanced deck for advanced or beginners for beginner duelists or advanced duelists out there. So please take that into note. Moving on to the spell lineup, we still run, this is one of the other cards I add. Oh god, sorry folks, my fingers are in the way. Oh my days, phone, stop it. Hang on. Helps if I just hold it. Right, as I was going to say, I do run now the 1 Terraforming because if Aram gets Ash Blossomed or Ghost Ogred, I'm snookered one way or other and I can't get Lair of Darkness. That's why I'm going to run the 1 Terraforming. And then, as previously, the 3 copies of Lair of Darkness. Always going to be a staple in this deck. And then the 3 Resonator calls for the draw engine for the Resonators. And I am terribly sorry about the hand, folks. I do apologise. It's just it's getting late at night and I am very tired. 1 reasoning for the draw engine again. Triple Allure of Darkness, as always, because of all the searching that you're going to be doing with this deck. And then, next on the spell lineup, we do have to get out of your graveyard. Now, I did find out that with my friend Joe from Zephyr Wargames, which I will leave a link in the description down below to Zephyr Wargames' Facebook and YouTube channel, I found that if you use Recurring Nightmare, you only target 2 monsters in your graveyard that have 0 defense points. So that's gonna be a bit of a... And that was Yugi Mark 18, folks, sorry. But this card will help me get Aram and Lilith back. so I can replay all my plays. And then the one Mystical Space Typhoon to round off all the spell cards. So yeah, that is it for the spell lineup. For the trap lineup, as always, 1, 2, 3 Grinning Grave Viruses, still the best card in this deck, cannot be bested. The triple of the Deck Devastation, because it's still a staple in this deck. And the 1 Eradicator Virus. Now, by now, you should know what all these viruses do, especially with the 2 viruses now that I just included with this deck today, which happen to be, dun 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 dun, if I can get them up, the Full Force Virus. By now, people, you should know what Full Force Virus does now. Your opponent will lose monsters that have 1,500 or more defense points. They will have no defense. It's simple as that. No defense, less attacking monsters from weaker ones, less monsters to be targeting you, and less spells or traps. So in this way, this deck will shut down almost any deck. Ninjas, not too sure about Gokis because I'm still playtesting against that, but we will see soon enough. Right, moving on to the extra deck. What was it? Hang on. 1 Transcode Talker. Sorry, it took me a while to get it because I had a brain fart. 1 Transcode Talker helps you with your plays in a big way. As opposed to the other talkers, I do run the 1 Decode Talker, which I just updated this deck with. So Transcode and Decode, 2 of your biggest powerhouses. Your opponent can't do nothing. Decode can negate card effects. Transcode, if you've got a link monster in the graveyard from links 1 to 3, or 4 for that matter, bring them back. The 1 Nightmare, and for the Nightmare engine, I do run 1 Nightmare Phoenix and 1 Nightmare Cerberus. Cerberus will just dick your opponent over with a back row, and Phoenix protects your monsters from being destroyed in battle. And then for the last of the link up, no, it isn't. I got that confused, so I'll tell you that in a minute. And also, folks, that was Yugi Mark 18, so please feel free to check out his channel. There are still good opportunities to see some of his earlier duels. For the last of the link lineup, I still do run triple Traffic Ghost. So yeah, Traffic Ghost is still a staple in this deck. Still vanilla, still the best. For the Synchro lineup, still got the Scarlet, put it over 1. Still got the dragons, the Scarlet Red Dragon Archers, Bills, and the Hot Red Dragon Archer. And also, if I can get to the other the last dragon. And of course, the 1 Clearwing Synchro Dragon. The biggest dragon lineup you'll ever have. And for the last of the Synchro lineup, I do run the 1 Goyo King, the 1 Goyo Guardian, and for the last of it, hang on if I can get Bills out, the 1 Cyframe Lord Zeta. Zeta is a good way to remove your opponent's monster from the field, no joke. Clearwing disrupts level 5 or higher monsters. Archane's bloody hell. E will destroy all monsters on the field, and he's the only one who has attack. Scarlight can destroy all monsters and deal your opponent 500 points of damage for each monster destroyed. There's no question about it, and he's a good powerhouse. Bills, he can't be destroyed in battle, and he's unaffected by card effects. He's a beast. Got the Goyo package, instant take control of your opponent's monsters, like that. Right. That is it for the update of the Resignation of Darkness. Please remember to feel free to check out the crew at Zephyr Wargames. I will leave a link in the description down below. And remember to follow me on YouTube for any more updated deck profiles that will be coming to future Yu-Gi-Oh! Future Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profiles and for future Yu-Gi-Oh! Updates. And I think that's all there is to say. So remember, have fun and enter the friends. Goodbye.